Hey everybody, it's Lon.TV, and one of the things that I love about doing this YouTube channel is that whenever I review a product that has a lot of interesting components to it, I get a lot of feedback about things that I missed or things that I should have looked at. So we're going to take a second look, and actually a third look too, at the HP Stream PC because I got some good comments that I think I need to follow up on. So the first one comes from Liminghow8754, and he wanted me to kind of just poke around a little bit with the machine, run a few things, and give him an idea as to how it might operate in real-world applications. So one of the things he wanted me to do was check out, kind of a content-heavy site. So we'll pop open CNN. What I have done is hooked up a USB 3 network adapter so you can kind of get a feel for how all of this works just with a good connection. So, because Wi-Fi can sometimes be a little flaky. And it actually, it performs pretty good. The benchmark wasn't all that great. I'm running Chrome, by the way. But it is, it's usable. It's certainly giving me a good response. You saw how well the gaming response was with Portal 2. I'm going to check out Minecraft in a minute also, just so all of you are aware of that. So stick around for that in a minute. But from a browsing perspective, it isn't all that bad. I'll pop open YouTube real quick as well, and you can see how that pops up on this. And we are running Windows. And one of the things that's important to note while we're waiting for this page to load is that you don't have to deal with all the printer stuff that you have to deal with on other platforms like Chrome OS and other things. And that's one of the nice things about this is that printer drivers just work. That's Windows 8, and it'll just pop up and everything will work pretty well. But as you can see, we're playing a video here. I think this is the Flash version of it. If I can right-click on there. Yep. Oh, it's the HTML5 player. Okay, so the video's playing. It does get a little slow in the scrolling department when you've got a video running here, but overall it isn't all that bad. I'll pop open this other video here. We'll just take a peek in there and see how it works as well. What's funny is that as hard as I work on this channel, if I go outside in my yard with my iPhone and record a video of my dog running around, I will get more views in a few hours, 15,000, just from this morning, than I would otherwise. So you can see it's a little sluggish here as moving around here. We're starting to really give the system some taxing tasks to do, but here we go. This is a slow motion video, so it is running at full frame rate. So you don't have to worry about the frame rate getting off here due to any kind of performance issues. So this is looking like it's running pretty nicely. Let's pop open one of my other weekly wrap-ups real quick, and we'll see how that one comes up as well. And I think, yeah, so it's not bad. I mean, it can certainly play it. You're not going to get the smooth scrolling you might get in a higher performing PC, but I think it will work fine for you. Now, another thing Liminghow wanted me to take a look at was Microsoft Word and how it might perform there. So I pulled up a template off of Microsoft's template library. This is kind of a newsletter thing, which has a lot of formatting. It might tax the CPU a little bit. So as you can see, it is a little bit sluggish when I'm typing out here because it's got a lot of text formatting to do. And it's not bad, but I think you're going to not like having to work with this if you have to continually wait for the text to catch up. So as you can see there, it's just a little bit a little bit slower than when I'm typing. But if you go in and do like a blank document, I think you'll be fine with that. So let me wait for the text to catch up here for a second, and let's go pop into a blank document. It's so funny that the gaming performance that we saw in Portal 2 in the last review is just so much smoother than just typing in some stuff into a word processing document. But let's go into a blank file here. And this is fine. So, it's much better on a blank document. I think if you're doing a lot of crazy formatting or something, it'll feel a little bit different. So let's check out 1080p video playback. I'm going to pop open XBMC on Windows and see how that runs. Okay, we're going to pop open XBMC. I've already pre-configured it a little bit to just speed up the process here. So the first thing we're going to do is connect to my HD home run, which is what I use to tune cable television in my house legally, but it's a really cool thing. Check out my video. It's actually my top video on my channel is the HD home run and how I've been able to circumvent cable box rental fees. So we're just going to go ahead and hit the play button here. This actually spins up very, very fast. I'm impressed with that. This is a MPEG-2 video that's coming live off of my cable box right as we speak. So this is pretty neat that this came up as quickly as it did. So let me just hit stop here. This is a 720p stream. So let me switch over to a network that gives us 1080. So we'll switch over to CBS here, and we'll see. Here we go. We got David Letterman up here, and again, that just came right up. So pretty cool stuff. I think this is going to work out quite nicely if you've got an HD home run. I would recommend, of course, using a wired connection like I'm doing right now, just because Wi-Fi, especially with HD home run uses, can be a little bit flaky. All right, now we're going to check out a Blu-ray MKV file playing off of my WD MyCloud over the network. Again, we're still wired up here, but I think it would actually probably function just fine using wireless as well in this instance. And we're going to try, whoops, Star Trek looks a little messed up here, so maybe we're not going to see some good Blu-ray performance here. Let me try another film. Let me just stop this real quick. Maybe I'll just pull up the new Muppet movie I just picked up the other day, and let's see how this one fares. And this one isn't doing too well either. So I'm not sure why that is, because the MPEG-2 playback was fine. Blu-ray MKV playback, not so good. All right, I did a little bit of a time warp here, and I did get the Star Trek movie to start playing in VLC, but it is a little bit sluggish here. I'm going to maybe try to find one of those more optimized movie players and see if we might be able to get a little bit better performance out of that. It is taxing the CPU pretty heavily, but we still have some room to spare here. And we saw when we did that Brix review of that little Brix fanless mini PC that I think if we can find a media player that will rely more on the GPU than the CPU, I think we'll see better performance. So I might be able to tweak that a little bit and find something that might run a little bit better. So let me know, I hope I answered some of your questions there. I do think it's going to get a little bit taxed with those Blu-ray MKVs. I think I might try to find a more optimized video player to get that working better. Word files work fine on a blank document. I think things that start to tax the CPU a little bit more, like newsletters and complex layouts, might be an issue. But I think it's usable, and I think things that rely more on GPU than CPU are going to do better with this thing. Just that we've seen that across the board with the benchmarks we ran, and also in some of the real world experiments that we've done as well. Now I got a second note from SuperChip64. He gave me a pretty detailed note before I did the review and one after. He's really given me some good things to look at here. So I'm going to look at Minecraft now, because that was something he said I should look at that a lot of people are playing, which I am very much aware of. I haven't been much of a Minecraft player. In fact, this is the first time I have booted up Minecraft on a PC, so I don't know if that reduces my street cred here with my fellow computer geeks. But remember, I'm old. I play ColecoVision games on my Ouya. I haven't really gotten into Minecraft all that much. We're going to load up Minecraft right now. I didn't realize this actually runs in Java either, so you can all laugh at me because I know how big Minecraft is, and I've just been completely under the rock. So we'll let this build real quick, and you can get a feel for how long it takes to load up. You can also see how reflective the screen is. This is not some special effect. I am actually being reflected off the very, very reflective screen here. So we're going to wait for the terrain to build. And if you have a faster PC, you can probably appreciate maybe how slow this is, or maybe this is on par, but we'll see what happens here. All right, here we go. It took a few minutes for that screen to come up there, but as you can see, we are now playing Minecraft, and I guess I can do stuff with my little hammer here. So, it seems like it runs okay. I don't know if there's anything specific you all want me to look at in Minecraft. So if you do have some thoughts on different servers I should connect to, please let me know what those might be. But here you can see just what the overall performance is. It's not bad. I guess it's playable. I don't really know if I was in a larger map, if it might not perform as well here. But as you can see, it's getting a little held up here when we get closer into some of these larger areas that have a lot more to draw on the screen. So not perfect, but it's playable, just kind of like how Portal 2 was. And I'm happy to look at other things in more detail if you would like me to. So that's some real-world examples of the HP Stream PC in action. Again, I am really looking forward to getting more comments from you. I'm going to probably keep this for like another week or so. So get those comments in. If you want me to look at some other stuff, I am happy to do that. In our next video, we're going to look at booting other operating systems on this. I was able to get into the BIOS, which I'll show you, and we'll boot up Ubuntu Linux, and maybe we'll mess around with Chrome OS as well. This is Lon.TV. Thanks for watching.